Think here with gaming, thought I'd give you guys an update on what we're up to. And so we're getting ready for a Disney Lorcana Challenge tournament, also known as a DLC over in Ghent. So we're going over to Belgium. So it's exciting. Will be the first trip to Europe for myself and Rich. We're also going with Amy and Steven, so it's going to be a blast. We've been putting in a lot of hours, so definitely thanks to Kenny, he's reignited the fire and competitiveness. When I first started competing in Lorcana, it was for the DLC in Vegas, and I had so much fun brainstorming and testing with Tyler Batsu, and the creativity that we had to put in our deck and all the play testing and the commitment of time that we put into it was a blast, and I loved playing the deck. It was one of the best memories that I've had playing the game, and playing with Kenny and Rich and Amy is reunited that, and to have the community come out and help us as well. We've got Daryl helping us with dogs, just making the deck and coming out to support us, hang out with us. JJ, who's helping me with the YouTube, came over for my birthday, helped us with dogs and Blurple, and as well as Nick, helping us with cards and brainstorming as well. And so the whole community is pulled together to not only supply us with cards that we need for the event, but moral support and communities. And so it's been a great experience to have that again. And so we've been testing for roughly 4 hours a day. We started out strong, we were pretty confident. Then dogs just started wrecking us after this last weekend DLC, and we were just testing it. Everybody came over for my birthday, and we grinded it out way too many hours. So thanks everybody who came over to my house to celebrate in a nerd way. And yeah, so we've been trying to figure out a method to beat it, playing our own version of Blurple, and it's definitely been a struggle. I think if one we were talking about it, and if we were going to do any bans, it would definitely be Trump. Playing free cards is always problematic. Same thing with Magic, and I hope that they kind of address it, but I don't think they will, because it's going to rotate out soon. So it won't be a problem for too much longer, right? But we're excited to go to Europe. We're going there a week early to kind of explore, going to London, going to Paris, going to Amsterdam, and then Belgium, of course. And so it's making a whole vacation out of it. So definitely going there to win, do well. But also, if we don't, we're in Europe. So how many times do you get to do that? But definitely, I want to thank my team for giving me the competitive drive back, to play again. It's fun, it's exciting. The desire is back. Before there'd be down seasons for Lorcana and be like, I don't know what to play. I'm not having too much fun with this, but I'm doing it because I feel like I have to. And now I'm enjoying it, and it's nice to have that type of support. And really, Kenny has gone above and beyond. So special thanks to him. He is traveling from Northern California to come over to my house over here in the Bay. Has done that multiple times just to come play with us face to face. And if anybody knows anything about California gas prices, that's pretty soul crushing alone. But the commitment to the team and our success, has really overachieved on that. And we're always going to give that back to him, as well as the local community. There's a number of great players, as well as great personality. That's the one thing I really enjoy about Lorcana is the community. There's no community like it. I come from a Magic background, and being one of the top Magic players in the world, the community was still terrible. And we we'd have competitions of like, oh, my team's gonna crush this other team or whatever. But in Lorcana, it's not like that. It seems to be like everybody helping everybody. You know, the people in Sacramento are amazing. They're friendly. They're always welcoming, um, and it's been a pleasurable experience. I have rarely ever had a bad experience playing Lorcana. But you know, with other games, definitely have that problem. You know, Lorcana has their problems with the tournament scene and the card values and stuff. And we'll see how season 3 goes. But you know, we're gonna drift into other card games. You know, and we want to get into Riftbound pretty hard, especially with the dead seasons of Lorcana. And if Lorcana keeps doing tournaments the way that they're doing them, you're lucky to get a ticket maybe once a year, if you're lucky. I'm not quite sure how their system works, but it just seems to be rolling the dice and praying that you're getting a ticket when the system doesn't go down. But yeah, wish us luck. We're gonna take a video of the entire trip. We'll try to post it during the trip, if we're able to. I'm gonna send them over to Kenny, as I really won't have my computer, so I'm gonna be all like, hey, and he'll figure it out. And so we'll take pictures, of not only our trip but the convention center as well. Um, and so it's definitely a trip. Could be a once in a lifetime trip. You know, that's the one thing that's awesome about this is the ability to travel and have a reason to travel and to get to travel with all your friends. Glitch